I basically kind of made it my life goal to end up at NFTS.
The first step is to be able to afford to go to the school. And if it wasn't a scholarship, there wouldn't be a me.
To be honest, it didn't feel attainable, but partly because it was so lauded as a film school, and I felt like I wouldn't get in.
It was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because I can't actually afford to go.
I spent this time working at this aquarium, dressing as Neptune, and all the time thinking I'm working towards something bigger here. I just tried to save up as much money as I could, but inevitably that's not enough.
So I don't come from a very wealthy family. My mum works in Greg's Bakery. We were very poor. I wouldn't be able to afford a course at the NFTS.
But when I went back to look at it after a while, I'm like, oh, there's scholarships. I'm gonna apply for this.
I mean, the scholarships are vitally important because I've been afforded kind of every opportunity to learn and go to a fantastic film school.
I'm from a really poor working class background, single mum, no savings, no nothing. And then the scholarship came through. I was like, all the weight got lifted.
It was amazing. It was probably the best thing to ever happen to me, to be honest.
And they enabled me to actually go ahead and sign the dotted line and just go for it.
Going to the film school was just like being completely immersed in something you've been thinking about your whole life.
I remember on our first day, we had Wim Wenders and Paul Thomas Anderson.
It was incredibly sort of valuable bit of time.
My first experience being on set was at the school, and I've been lucky to work on amazing jobs. Mission Impossible 6, that's one of the best experiences I've had since I left school. I met Destroy You, I think that's a bit recent one.
After I graduated, I went to work for Industrial Light and Magic, where I got to work on a dream project of mine, which was The Mandalorian.
And then, I felt like my life changed with the Nevers. Felt like a proper job. Go to LA, sit in a room, talking story with people who knew what they were doing.
I think I've had about as sort of charmed the sort of journey from film school to making a first feature. St. Maud was premiered at a Toronto Film Festival in 2019, and that's where we got picked up by A24.
It was while I was in my final year of the NFTS that I read a short story called Calm with Horses. I started developing that with another student at the school, Joe Murta. That became our debut film.
Predominantly music videos, commercials, the odd short film.
Luckily, earlier this year, we were nominated for a BAFTA, which was really, really humbling. We completely were not expecting that.
Scholarships are extremely important for supporting future talent. It also keeps the industry going.
Because there's a lot of people like me who want to go to the film school and they can't afford it.
Scholarships can be life-changing.
Takes a pressure off of you for how you're going to survive.
Give lots of money to NFTS and the scholarships.
Had I not been able to do that, it just wouldn't have happened for me. And I know there's lots of other people like me that would feel the same.